I have one of my friends and brother here, one of the top leaders in Africa as far as the Zeniq community is concerned. Quite a number of us have seen videos, all of us travel to Dubai around every time. He lives in Lekki, it's far away, but for now it's around us. Okay, you have to be with us together because we work together. I hosted him some days ago. Some of you heard him talk on the distance, so right time I say with us. So in the next 20 minutes is going to be doing justice to the Zeniq ecosystem. You might not use the slide as but he has the training to do that before we do training on network marketing within the time we have. It's 11:20, 11:18 now. All right. So please with a rousing welcome and enjoy that you have this welcome me to the stage. My brother and a friend.
Thank you. Wow. I'm blessed to be here. You say I have 20 minutes?
Yes.
20 minutes is small. I'll try and see how I can manage 20 minutes. Now, we are to talk about Zeniq ecosystem. Alright? Now, a lot of people don't really understand why they want to be in this movement, this ecosystem, inside this system. Days ago, a lot is already unfolding in Zeniq. Those of you who are on ground, who are seeing what is happening, who are following what is happening, okay? You will notice that a lot of stuff is happening right now in Zeniq. Going to like a year now, when we started this movement, at the first instance, nobody knew where the plan is going to. We just believed and we jumped into it. Based on faith, we keep pushing. At a point, a lot of people said, are you sure this will work? Even when we all are hoping and thinking what will happen. But the experience that got me relaxed when I saw what they are doing. I remember I was with Eric Doctor, the owner of the company, the CEO. I was with him for like almost 4 days. I asked several questions, funny questions, stupid questions. And he said a lot. I got to understand from where he was coming from because I was opportune to know the history of Ethereum. Who knows Ethereum here? Now, I was there when Ethereum was less than $1. So there was a guy who was talking more about Ethereum at that time. That guy, there is nothing the guy did not preach about Ethereum. How Ethereum will become $100. How it will become $1,000. A lot of us never believed, including me. That was 2015, 2016. If you check back, if you know more about Market Cap, if you go and check Ethereum, scroll down, check on historic data, all right? You will see 7 years down the line, how much was Ethereum? Ethereum was 0.9 cents. It was less than $1. So based on this knowledge I had back then, so when I saw the map, the plan of Zeniq, that Eric said we are building a blockchain technology that will change the entire world. And not just that, we are also building a decentralized exchange. Who knows what it means to own an exchange? Who knows what's an exchange? Who knows what is a decentralized exchange? Everybody know? Awesome. Now, days ago, we heard of the issues that happened on FTX, right? FTX. Is that one centralized or decentralized? Centralized. Now, a lot of people right now are beginning to have confidence more on what? Decentralized. Yes. So when he said so at that time, he said the blockchain that we are building, that multiple people, multiple companies will host their business on Zeniq blockchain. That means Zeniq will be that blockchain that a lot of companies need to run their business. Just like the way people use Ethereum blockchain to run different smart contracts. So, I now understand that Ethereum do not have their own exchange. Are you aware? Are you aware? Ethereum do not have their own exchange. Ethereum do not also have their own native application. What is native application? Who knows? Who knows? Anyone? Tell me.
Native application is the app that powers different projects in their ecosystem.
You try. Native application is not just an app. Now, Ethereum, they don't have their own native application. What do they have? Ethereum is banking on a third-party application, like Uniswap, like MetaMask. That is what they are banking on. It is not Ethereum that own it. Are you aware?
Yes.
So based on that, the community of Uniswap does not belong to Ethereum. The community of MetaMask does not belong to Ethereum. So the unique thing about Zeniq said at that time that we will launch our own exchange, decentralized exchange, before they even the smart. The smart is just the very. All right. So if they are launching their own exchange and the exchange is decentralized, so what it means is that there is another community that will erupt from that same Zeniq. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Guys, what I'm sharing with you now will make you want to buy as many of the coin you could buy, or as many of the package you could buy to have enough of it. Why I said so? You may not see the reason, the significance of the price going up now, because the price is just dangling. Why? They are planting the foundation, those infrastructure that the coin need for the takeoff is what is being done right now. Don't be surprised. Waking up one morning, you see the coin at $100. I am not kidding. It's not about amen, it's a reality. I am talking from the standpoint of a blockchain technology. Now, 2015, I happened to jump into a company called Qualia from Estonia. This company said something. They said, let's help make Ethereum great. So as we were working, building, Qualia were paying us little, less than it's peanuts, 0 point some fractions. And at that time, a lot of us were angry, complaining that it's too small. But do you know, at that time, as little as that money was, it was a big backup for the family. A lot of us sell. Someone called me from Eastern and said, hey bro, do whatever you must do to lock up some Ethereum. Stake it somewhere. And I staked Ethereum that time. The Ethereum that I staked made me a millionaire. For the first time, I spent money lavishly. When that Ethereum was released for me, after the coronavirus, that Ethereum was released for me. I was on block. Minimum that time was $348,000. I began to buy property everywhere. The first time I spent 50K on the go in Dubai. I said this morning, look, I feel myself. Because this is about too much. Serious. I'm not joking. When I opened the wallet, I was like, whoa, man, I'm on box. The next available flight, DSB, straight up. No, you see, money is an amplifier. Money is an amplifier. When you see him drive this car, what do you think in your mind? What comes to your spirit? Yeah? Makes sense, right? You don't understand. See, if hunger don't beat you before, and you don't see the money, that first time you saw the money, you want to show yourself. It takes grace for you to hold in self-control. That ability to hold in, not to misbehave. It takes grace. See, don't be deceived. There is no tool. Guy, if you owe $4 million now, you will say, no. When I'm talking to you like this guy, who the hell are you talking to me? You know how much I get? Now so you go feel like, oh man, I was on top of the world. For my mind, I don't have my but that was change. That was change. Now change with that compared to what men gets. But at that level, I'm a big boy. At my own small level, as in I did on the world.
Biggest son.
You understand? So I had to feel the vibes. Which kind of lifestyle you want to bring? Which the good, the bad, the evil, we tested everything. So there's no stories, no big, there's nothing you want to tell us. Say we never see where we new thing, we don't know. And when I check wallets, you don't go down and say, you must be wise. This last diamond, you know, when money comes, wait until they finish, that's you get sense. Your brain will be straight at that time. So we have to do what we do the best we do to ensure we secure the bag. Why am I saying what I'm saying? It's very possible in a twinkle of an eye, you could just be a billionaire in this space. That is what it is. So, at the point when I've done some things lavishly, when I began to put myself together, I said, I wish I knew I would buy extra more coin of like $50K. But then, I said, no regrets. Because what I put in to make the money was nothing compared to what I have. And when I saw the property that I bought everywhere, I still have that hope, that belief that when it gets out of control, I could just sell one property now and take care of the OBs. No matter what you do in crypto, don't fail to buy property. Please do. Like this man. Everywhere he has, everywhere. Coded guy is like this. I'm not kidding. Before he buy this guy, don't deliver things what's a lot of blocks around everywhere. Now, when I speak with Eric, he said, what we are doing, we're not doing it to please Nigeria or Dubai, it's the entire world. He said something that struck me. He said it doesn't matter because when it was shown, they didn't launch the packet swap. He now opened his phone. While we're together, when he opened his phone, he now said right now he's on $1.11 for one Zeniq coin at a time. So he now said that he knew that it would drop. That this is just a starting point. That I should just check what will happen in the coming months. That it will drop drastically. A lot of people think take it off from here, but because the infrastructure that they need to sustain the market are already put in place at that time, that they will build it from scratch. That it doesn't matter what any other people, they are not in competition with anybody, they are building a world-class system. So based on that fact, oh boy, it sank into my subconsciousness. So I look back at Ethereum, where we were, I look back at what they have done. So I marry the two plans together. Ethereum not having their own swap, Ethereum not having their own exchange, they rely on Uniswap, MetaMask. But Zeniq has designed that model that will bring their own exchange, also bring their own swap. Then their blockchain has the ability to host several smart contracts. So that means the massive community that is coming in is more. So if we have the massive community, then other companies are putting their blockchain or their own business in the system, that will increase the value of the coin. So based on these facts, I decided to buy as many hawk I could buy. Now the only reason why we have to market and promote, because we have people, we have leaders, those who needed to understand. So we decided to key in, be part of the vision to let people know, sell the plan. If we just decide to just shut down, I'm not going to tell anybody anymore. Because the coin he had alone is enough to take care of him and his family. But he had to keep talking. Because it's in our nature. We can't stop from being a marketer. Years ago, I'm an engineer. When I left the oil and gas into this industry, I began to understand that this is one industry that has paid me more. What I've earned for the past 9 to 10 years I was working in oil and gas. In 3 months, I came into this industry and made it. In 3 months. At that time, I was, I think my salary then was 500K. I'm an engineer, a pipeline engineer. I finished from PTI Warri, where I finished from. So what I do, I inspect pipelines. Those big projects, share projects, mobile projects, I've done several offshores. Akbofi, Total, I've been there. Those offshores, I've done them. So my earnings then was 500K, but after tax, I'm going like almost 390, almost 400K. I was still thinking that I was a big boy, but that money was still change. You know, salary at the level you are, you might think you're doing very well, but when you see people who are, that your salary is like breakfast for them, you will understand that you will humble. Even as at that time, I could not even do flights. I got free. God is good on the road. You barely see me on the flights. Because by the time you do flights like 4 times a month, somebody don't finish you. Since I have been working in the oil and gas, I have never fly on air. It was when I came out of that industry, I joined the MLM space. That was where I began to understand value. I said, whoa, life should like this. But guess what? What I did was I had to plan it. Because if you don't plan it, now you become addicted to those kind of lifestyle, like him has done now. Now, that once you are addicted, what do? You create system that will enable you maintain that level. Because by the time you notice that you've dropped the bar, you know, there are places you step into right now, you feel somehow that you are irritated. There are people you want to mingle with, you like, they are, not that you are belittling them, but see yourself that you have dropped from that level you are, you'll be worried on your inside, what would I do to leave this environment? Why? How come did I put myself here? Now, if you are broke, you're used to it, it's normal. You just see it as a normal thing. After all, that's what it becomes normal for you. You don't feel anymore. But at the point, it began to pinch me on my skin. When my balance is going down, I'm like, what will I do to ensure I take it back to the standard? Because if you lose the standard, you will be at war in your spirit. Imagine you now living where you are staying. Let's assume you are staying in somewhere like VI right now. Then you now from there you now move to one side, one of the worst zone. We have like 40 persons in apartment. You are there. If you have lived in that kind of VI environment before and you're coming into that place, how will you feel the first 1 week? Will you feel okay? No. So that's the kind of situation you find yourself when you are unable to balance it up. Sometimes some say they show themselves, then they form, they visit, they get money, then they fee, they Buddha. No! We try to push ourselves out of that life. Because if you don't do it, nobody will do it for you. So with what Zeniq has done, with the plan that they have on the ecosystem, now for me to have the boldness to sign the DIG of police in Abuja in Zeniq tells you how authentic I have come to realize that Zeniq is. Some said, if this is a crash, this man will kill you. This man will go put you DIG of police for Zeniq. I said, relax. The conversation I had with when I had with Eric, I had this inner boldness that Zeniq is just one system that will be the biggest thing. But it's time. Everybody I tell about Zeniq, give Zeniq 5 years. 5 years. When you market people, don't lie to them. Don't hide it. Tell them the way it is. I said, sir, 5 years from now, the story will change. He said, Sam, the reason why I'm doing this, my friend that bought Bitcoin when we were in police college there, that he has left police, whatever. He and his family are already in US. That the Bitcoin he bought then, out of ignorance, he never knew that was the biggest that will happen to him to become a millionaire. That his friend made crazy money. Whenever he goes to the US, that he stays in his house. To the point he made money on Bitcoin and he bought a house in the US. So when I was telling him about Zeniq, so I brought the model and said, this is just like Bitcoin. When I mentioned Bitcoin, you just remind me of what I've been arguing with myself with. Because the guy told him then, he refused to buy. So when I shared the plan with him, he just decided to just go into it. So when you tell people about the business, you tell them how the origin, the history, what has been done, what is the beginning, the genesis of Bitcoin, and of course the children. Once they understand this, they won't struggle to want to do the business. They will just key to it. As you are doing it, should improve. So you must be fast on your fingertips. Log into market cap, log into Bitcoin history, data, give them, let them see. You're talking, you're showing the results. See, from this day, see what it is. The chart has already been an upward trend. Yes, it comes down, no doubt. But then, expect a movement back up. So, with what Zeniq has done on the ecosystem, they have 360 ecosystem that has made Zeniq unique, bigger than everything that we have promoted. We have promoted several business. We have seen several business, name them. We have seen several business.
Yes.
We have joined several business. Awesome. We have joined several business. Now, just to take a look at this alone, it's so advertising, it's so catchy, it's so. It would take someone who is not learned at all, who is from the I don't use some negative words, to look at this thing. Even when you don't even read, you just look alone. You check each of them one after the other. You will know that there is so much value in here. Zeniq has put this together to capture the entire world. No industry is left out. Every industry, from music industry, entertainment, name them, 360 degree put together. My message to everyone every day, I said, to have self-control, for you to be able to be patient, to hold the coin, tag it with the name of your son, your daughter. Because when you give a birth to a child, the child you give birth to today is 1 year. Before you know, in a twinkle of an eye, that baby or son becomes 5 years, 3 of us. Do you take notes how he or she become 5 years? Do you? Suddenly, you just see that, whoa, you're 5 now. Am I correct? You just realize, my daughter is 5 today. Use that mindset to do business. I said, before Zeniq, you were surviving, right? Yes. You were eating, right? So don't build your breakfast on this. Don't build your dinner on this. In as much Zeniq has given you that opportunity to do it, because there is a format for you to do that. You can actually spend the money on the weekly, on the monthly. But my advice, take my advice. Don't build it there. Fall back to that same thing that you used to survive on a daily. Try to hold a little. If you have minimum, just minimum of 10K already moved to your app, see that 10K you hold, you could be a billionaire with just that 10K. Because I perceive when the last 9 days ago, I came back 9 days ago, right? 9 or 11 days ago, I came back, and I saw what is going on right now in the system. And I said, so those other guys that have been doing some stuff, so Zeniq actually had a better and a bigger, deeper plan to change the entire world, because what they are doing with tokenization right now is out of this world. Tokenization alone has given birth to so much wealth that will be transferred to the ecosystem. Those of us who have the right on the firstborn, who are actually minting the coin, has a lot to benefit from that. Because on the tokenization project, you can decide to be a part of those who are earning from that. Because you have what it takes to buy property anywhere in the world, just because you are a member of the league. And of course, you participating on that, you are making money from it. It is different from the coin you're holding. The coin is just a fraction of what is coming. What is in the system is bigger than the coin. It is bigger than the coin. And I still asked Eric again. I said, your first initial offer to the people that you said before now, they said they want to give 30% of the transaction that comes from the exchange to the community. Is this still valid? He said they are not going back from what he said from day one. That because this is a decentralized exchange, nobody has control over it. So everybody has 100% together, 100% together. The question is, how many of the coin you own that will enable you earn more? So if you own lesser coin, you actually earn according to the amount of coin you're holding. Whether you like what I'm saying or not, I know God will give us life to see another 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, add to our years. So you will definitely pass through those years. So it becomes penny wise, pound foolish. Like each time I refer back to 2016, I said we just finished 7 years now in Italy. Because Ethereum at that time, imagine when we were doing it, the awareness we had then and now is not the same. We have more knowledge now. And the crypto blockchain space right now, this is the genesis, meaning the takeoff point, where the market is about to go bigger and viral. So the more possibility of what is to come is still yet to be unraveled. So they are not even near the starting. Not talk of now we are facing off crypto. We are done like days of cowries, right? Like days of name them, those industry that has come and gone. This is just a new system that is about to take off in the finance industry. So there is a bigger and a better possibility on it. Someone was saying that in the coming years, nobody has any reason to be broke. Everybody will be so wealthy. Elon Musk was saying something. Elon Musk said, very soon, there's going to be a shortage of labor. There will be no labor anymore. Robots will be doing everything. So the guy was asking, what will now happen to the people who were supposed to be working and make money? He said, what he said struck me. He said there will be so much inflow of wealth that people will have money, they may not need to work. Go and check the interview. Google it. When Elon Musk said that thing, I began to think, what will happen? He said technology will make life so easy for everybody that there will be so much money on the planet that robots will take charge of eventually everything, that 3% of what human will do will be less. So the guy now asked him then, what about those that are not working? He said there will be so much wealth that even the government will want to marvel what is going on. You saw what he's doing right now? He said to move his base to the moon. Want to operate from there, stay on that island, whether it's island or whether it's a different world, I don't know. He's doing something crazy right now. So, with what we have in Zeniq, this is the best time to amass so much wealth. A very good time. When you step out of this door, there are 1,000,001 things out there. Distraction everywhere. Different pressure everywhere. No matter what you do, no matter what you do. Two things I tell people. Proof of work, proof of stake. What is proof of work? What is proof of stake? Who can tell me?
Proof of work is a mechanism that has to do with mining, which consumes a lot of energy. Proof of stake is it's a mechanism that has to do with putting up capital to confirm transactions in the blockchain.
Awesome. That is so awesome. Now I'll put it this way, another way. Proof of work or proof of stake. Now you have so much money, right? You will not really need to do network marketing to buy 500 bulbs. Am I correct? Because you have the fund, right? You just buy it. Now you may not really have the fund, but you decided to share the business plan with people, and you make more money. So that is proof of work. To buy more of the stake. Whether you like it or not, you must buy it. Because it will be so shocking that you have only just 100 euro. 100 euro package. 100 euro package for the past 1 year. and you're not talking to nobody, you're not referring nobody, let's say you have only just one hub, you didn't tell nobody, you don't have up to 10k coin, you didn't tell nobody about the business. The very first time I started this industry, I'm very, very shy. I don't know how to talk to people. I started with product marketing. And for the full 1 year, I was learning how to sell. In my bedroom, I was practicing talking session. I would stand in the mirror, I would be talking to myself. I presume I'm seeing an audience. The very first day, I spoke to 1,000 people in Port Harcourt. That's where I knew that I would break the code. It was a game over. And I was able to build a system that enabled me to give 40 leaders cars. I built another system that I gave like almost 70 leaders cars. Through my network, through my leadership. So when that happened, I know I have been at the peak. So my advice to everyone, be a superstar in this industry. Tell yourself that I'm a superstar in this industry. How will it happen? The Bible says, study to show thyself approved. A worksman needed to be ashamed of rightly dividing the word of truth. What you know will pave way for you. And if you are not informed, you are deformed. And if you are deformed, you cannot perform. If you cannot perform, you are a failure. And if you are a failure, you are a dead man. So the point that I am hungry, I cannot survive, I cannot eat. When you have your mouth, people talk, then it's an error. Bringing us back to the next system on a smart and cross chain. Now, Zeniq, I'm just trying to see the best way I can share this with you. The gospel truths about this ecosystem. Do whatever you need to do to accumulate as many you could do for yourself, for your children, for your family, and for everybody. If you can do that, trust me, you will find yourself at a pinnacle of so much money. Because Zeniq is transparent, they are open. Execution has become the order of the day. What they said they're going to do, they just did it. One of the biggest things they said they're going to do, they just did. So based on these facts and this reality, my advice for everyone, put in your best and let's help the entire industry succeed. Thank you.
Wow. Please, the round of applause for. Are you blessed at all?
Yes.
So are you blessed with that? Results. They say it takes results to cancel insults. You see, your confidence in the business that you do is a whole lot in this industry. Why I like to project my leaders is so that you are not only hearing from Ambassador Light, because it's very easy for you to say, oh, he's Ambassador Light now. That is the reason. You get what I'm saying? And so, and I love what he said, become a superstar in this industry. And you cannot become a superstar in this industry if you don't take the bull by the horn. If you don't step up. If you don't step up, forget it. You're not going to get anywhere. You must learn how to step up. This is the business of people. You must learn how to relate. If you must be wealthy. The wealth you are looking for is in the fist of people. If you don't know how to romance them and to open the hands, you're not going to get the money. So I tell people, I don't have any problem going to the mountain to pray. But while you are going to the mountain, different mountains to pray, also understand the human being is not the mountain. So that you don't become very rich in the spirit world and in the material world, you are so broke. Are you with me? Don't become a lady who is so carried away by her beauty and she does not even know how to read the young men that she's also looking for eventually. You walk past the young men and put it on your life, especially these days that they put something on their ear, and you don't greet. That means you are so carried away by your beauty, you not lack character, and you've forgotten that you need it to actually excel, especially in the men's world. All right. So now let's quickly do something. Our time is almost done, but of course you know the reason for this. Strategies for network marketing business. Let's quickly explore strategy. Just going to give you just 3 points and then we're done. Yep. Now, I want to quickly say something. There is something a minister of the gospel lady said once, and I don't want to mention her name because she did not actually leave that message eventually. So that's all, I don't want to mention her name. But she wrote a book called Do Not Pack Your Bag Yet. Though she eventually packed her bag and left the marriage. But she opened, that's why I don't want to mention her name because I respect the family a lot. Do not pack your bag yet. Because at a time like this, November, December is actually a time of what? Of packing your bag. Some of you have even given up of the year. I hope you know that. Unconsciously, you are done with the year. There is nothing to look for. Nothing is coming again. And you are done. And you are not firing any longer. The only thing you are just hoping to see is Christmas and eat the rice and go back to church on that first night and do your prayers for 2023. But I don't want to live like that because I used to think like you too. I used to believe in those jargons. I used to believe the holiday season was a quiet season. There was not really time to keep firing any longer. It was a time to just wrap up and we are done. But I was proved wrong, or I've been proven wrong since I started network marketing and started really doing a whole lot of prospecting. And find out most of the time, this season being a buying season, basically, that the purchasing power among the community was not just in the food that everybody's going to consume during the holiday season or the Christmas season, that beyond that, it was also a time of cashing in for a whole lot of investors and business people around the world. And if that be the case, then it becomes important for me to take advantage of the season to even be more hard on myself in prospecting and getting the job done. Are we together? Yes. And it has been most rewarding. So the first strategy I want you to consider is change of thinking. Change of thinking in this season. Or in the holiday season, so that you really get the message. In the holiday season, change your thinking in the holiday season. So like I was saying, I got to find out that such season, that there are a whole lot of people that are open for opportunities. So they were not just waiting to eat rice in Christmas time. No, there were also so many people who were waiting for an opportunity that could just come to prepare them for the forthcoming year. Are we together? Yes. So you need to change your thinking right now when it comes to packing your bag before the game is over. Huh? Someone said that the game is not over. The way we put it, we say the game is not over until you win. And here we together. Yes. I remember those days at kids, we playing football. You play football. You don't really have a team. You just gather everyone that you think is good enough. You go and play a particular community. If they get to win you, you say no way. You must do another match until you win. You are not allowing anybody to be. Are we together? You know, people like us go in the village. Some of you that go in the city, we're not really used to that. So we play community by community, and until you win, your team get to win, you are not actually resting. You are not giving up. So change your thinking in this what? Holiday season. Don't just be relaxed and look like maybe a marriageable single just waiting for the man to come and take me to his house. You know there are people that live like that, and I tell every single lady, be productive. Let the man make you work productive. Don't just sit up and let every day you are not even wearing the issue so much that you are no longer looking sparkling because you think that you have to now look odd for the man to believe that you are not a spoilt one. Please look sparkling because the person that is coming is looking for a sparkling one. No, he's not looking for his mother, he's not looking for his grandmother. So stop all those look because it will really help. All right, number 2 strategies that I want us to consider this morning. All business is conversation in nature. All business, you want to go to businesses, is conversation in nature. It's a talking assignment. It's a talking project. So, if you say, oh, this is holiday season, I'm resting, you have killed your business without knowing. And there are a whole lot of us that have done just that right now already. What about the time you say, oh, well, let's see what happened in 2023. 2 months is too much for anything to change. Tell me the business that they are not talking, and I will show you a dead business. It's a matter of time. All business is what? Is conversation driven. Every project is conversation driven. So don't even waste time on that. Less conversation means less income. Less conversation means what? Less income. Now, almost every celebrity like us, I'm a jealous celebrity people now, don't get jealous anyway. They talk and they keep, and the social media platform, we call it what? Engagement. They keep engaging you morning, afternoon, night, until you don't even know, you don't have your life that you are living any longer. The life you are living is for them because they keep feeding you with information and you're looking forward to the next one. And some of them know how to even engage you. They tell you in the morning, by 12 noon, I'll be coming what? Live. And you know what happened? You clear everything, all your schedule, clear it to be what? To be available at 12 noon. Every business is conversation what? Driven. You have to understand that power. The reason you are not doing well is that. Check the cost you receive in a day today shows to you how broke you are. That is another one you need to understand. The cost you receive daily determines how much income you also generate. Do you know that? I know you never thought of that. Some of you say, nobody has come in today because you are not doing anything. That's why your phone is not busy. Are you getting that? You need to let that sink into you. I can remember when some of you just bought food for the first time, even including me. You waited almost all through the day, nobody called you. Because your number has not gone viral. You still remember that? It has not gone viral. So, when you leave this place, from now till next Thursday, how many people are you going to talk to about your business, what you do? Because the money you are looking for is not actually in your pocket, it's in their pockets. Alright? They are the custodian of the money you are looking for. Now, you must do something for them to bring the money. Otherwise, they're not going to bring the money. So, less conversation, less income. Therefore, increase your what?
Conversation.
Prospective conversations. So every day, you must be talking to, at a target like 2 persons you must talk to, minimum 2 persons about the business you are doing. They need to be aware of what you are doing. I said left from companies and banks, yes, because this is the era. I'm very sure now. Banks, different companies, they're going to be bombarding your DM now with messages. Merry Christmas, prosperous New Year. This is the sales, the bonus, and all of them that we are doing. I hope you know they're going to be doing that. How can successful companies be busy bombarding your email and your phone with different messages? You are sending no message to anyone. The only message you are sending to send is I love you, I missed you. Just imagine, why would you be broke? I love you as if I ever produce money. I missed you, one thing comes, what kind of cash flow do we call that? Nothing. No, absolutely nothing. But wealthy companies keep reaching out to you, disturbing you, even if 12 a.m. messages are coming, and you don't wake up to disturb somebody with your own messages. I don't like disturbing people. That's why you are broke and you're going to be for a long time. I tell you, it's going to be for a long time. I've taught you the principles of Jesus Christ. Then he said, Master, what is the secret to greatness? He told them simply, the secret to greatness is finding an opportunity to serve many. For service to many leads to what? Greatness. Don't ever you forget that. Don't ever you forget that. Now, I don't want to serve everybody, no problem. You can be a great father, can be a great mother, but you will not be great in your finance as long as you are shying away for serving what? So many people. Just imagine if I'm not holding this meeting. Many of you would be in different places this moment. Somebody did, I think Mama, 80 years Mama, activated one day took one last week. Imagine if I'm not holding meetings, she wouldn't even know what she's missing. That means that money would have been gone for something else. So when you are not also talking, imagine what you are losing. That's a plus now ready to my community. You see that whether the guest is euro from me or €5, I think that's something. If 5 people or 10 people get to sign up and you give me €5, there's a lot of money there. I hope you know that. All right? So please, you have to get in the business of talking. So I put it down here. Show me your holiday season calendar. Then I can predict your success or failure in 2023. And because that's what we're already talking about now. If I can look into your calendar right now, your prospective calendar, remember what I just said? Your prospective calendar, I can predict your failure and your success in 2023. I can just tell. Because some of you, what you have on your calendar next day, you are traveling to the village to go and spend the money you have been gathering. And you know, we have this one very nonsense system in Africa. We save to waste. We don't save to invest. And if by any mistake we invest, in 3 months we are already disturbing the person that brought us to the investment. We want to withdraw. Remember what we said about liability and asset? A liability is whatever takes money from your pockets. An asset is whatever puts money in your pocket. So when you are engaging in activities, always check out this particular activity. Is it adding money to my pocket or is it taking money away from my pocket? If it's not adding, so you just understand the definition in very simple terms. Huh? You don't need to cram so much. Just understand this step I'm taking. What is it adding? What is it taking out? And remember, I've also told you people when it comes to prospecting, learn how to take your prospect out for a lunch or a dinner. Don't always take only your girlfriend out. Please. And when you take him out, don't buy food for only him and be chewing to stick. You are already communicating that you are not doing well in the business. Perception is stronger than what? Reality. Be very careful. Because some of you do it. If it's 5,000, share it to make sure you are eating too. And be raking them. Be raking that so you own the whole world. Because you just done something that probably himself has not done for anybody. Alright, so please, the same principle you are using to enjoy your romance, and you use the same principle to bring income to your pocket. Very important. It looks so funny, but that is the way it works. Are we together? That's the way it works. Number 3. Sincere gratitude to your Creator for an amazing year. Don't you ever forget that. Be sincerely grateful to God Almighty who has kept you from January till this season. Don't ever you focus on the things that are not working, because that's the reason you are not grateful. Oh, I thought by now I would have bought the private jet. I didn't buy it. Therefore, the Mercedes you are driving is no longer a car. No, it doesn't. That's no. Be grateful. I mean, be sincerely grateful. Feel it. Let it come with emotions that truly you are grateful. That you may not have all the millions in the account, then you have health. You are sound in your health. Are we together? Very, very important. Be grateful for the amenities of life. Like the air you breathe is an amenity. The sun that shines every day. Do you know that, okay, now, it's no longer new that the greater part of the earth is covered by water. I hope you know that. And that also means to you, I know you've never thought of it this way. If God allowed the sun not to shine for 7 days, you know what will happen to the earth? It will become an ice block. The whole earth. You that is smiling like this, that think you don't have a car, you become an ice block in 7 days if sun does not shine. So you have no idea what God is doing to protect the earth, to making sure that sun rises from wherever it's coming from, and heat up all the eyes, met it up, and let life come to all of us, both to the plants and to the human being. So it's worth your what? Your gratitude. Be grateful for the amenities of life. With all what we have been through in this country, we are not at war. There are no trade bombs across our head. That is enough what? To be grateful. It's part of the business. It has a way of energizing your system and bringing ideas to you, provoking some inspiration for the year that is to come, because greater things lies ahead. Are we together? Be grateful for future expectations. Oh, this year is not ending exactly how I planned it, but I'm hopeful for 2023 that something beautiful is coming. Be grateful for that. So you are not grateful to God for the past, and you are grateful for what is coming. No. And you are grateful for what? What is coming in 2023. At least I don't want to break anything less than 2 rounds in 2023. And that means the first one, we put like 100 million to my account, and the second one, we double that same money, like 200 million. At least with those two, at least we do a whole lot of things. Like you said, more properties will be acquired. Oh yes. All right, the last one now, number 4. In 2023, make up your mind to teach. Oh, somebody has to step up. Make up your mind to teach in 2023. What are you teaching? The business you are into. Because that is actually why some of you are failing, or many of you are failing in this business. Note below. The made up mind is power. Understand the power in the mind that is made up. I once propounded and I've said in this place that an idea, a mind that is stretched by an idea, does not return to its original state the same way. Are we getting that?
Yes.
A mind that is stretched by an idea does not return to its original state. So that is how I put it. Any mind. So if you allow your mind now to be stretched by what you are hearing, and take action, now okay, I'm going to step up my game. Now, even if you don't get to what you want to achieve in 2023, probably you want to say, okay, I want to make my first 10 million naira. Even when that does not happen, I am telling you, you will never return to where you were when you made that decision. So, a made up mind what? Is power. The last statement I want to give to you here, I heard it from the man we all listen to, every foreign. And that was one of the things that changed my network marketing profession. Of course, because I've always loved to teach, so to make it easier for me, I've always been teaching all my life, whether even when I was in secondary school or primary school as a class prefect. So anything I learned, I want to teach the students. Even though I didn't know so much, but any little and I just want to share it. So I discovered that by sharing it was really helping me. So when I came into the financial world too, or the network marketing, Eric Warren said, in that book that I recommended for all of you to buy, GoPro, that he that holds the marker earns the average income of the team. He that holds what? The marker. Some of you that are running away from this, that is why you are not doing well. Earns the average income. This team. So you are like a tap that gives water that does not lack what? Water. This was said by a report. It's not my message, it's not my statement, but I've used it to change my life. So be ready to hold the marker in 2023. Oh, Ambassador, I don't have money to rent hotel. Start from your city room, like the house fellowship. That's how I started. So you don't need a hotel to get started. You don't need a hotel. Start from your parlor. But some of you believe your parlor is heaven. Nobody should even enter your home. So that you see, that's why you be broke. So find a way to get the people, talk to them, find a way to talk to two persons. Now social media, there's always data on your phone. You are not engaging the people. So if they don't want to come to your house, how are you able to get the people, organize a Zoom meeting and talk to them? Alright? Get ready, make up your mind. Part of making up your mind is that 2023 I must be teaching. So on Thursday becomes where we get fed. Then I found out another day for myself to also teach people in my own little corner. 2 persons, 3 persons, 5 persons, then we'll keep making money. So thanks so much as round up for this session, the MBA Massive Bank Accounts with Ambassador Life. Thank you.